this is the lengthy video. This is a Nightmare Falls video. This is 5 horrific stories that happened while playing Call of Duty. So I personally don't play Call of Duty, but I've played like GTA and like other video games. So I feel like I could relate, just not with this game. I could be playing a game on my phone and then something happens, you know. But this one I'm actually like really excited to see this one. I have my fan on, so I'm actually kind of cold, and you're probably just thinking, okay, why don't you just turn off the fan? I want the fan on, but it's kind of cold, so I just want a blanket. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Just want to be a little bit comfy, you know. But like, I know some YouTubers like watch videos like while they're wrapped in blankets. They're just kind of like watching, you know. Oh, this is so comfy. I love this blanket so much. It's a Maple Leafs blanket, by the way, if you're wondering. I feel like if I wear this, I'm gonna get too hot. So, all right. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna like settle in here because it's gonna be a nice long video. So I don't know. This is gonna be quite interesting from what I see or think or whatever. So let's get into this video.
He told us to get in our room, but the way he said it gave me chills. He looked so frightened, and that was the first time I saw my dad like that. It was something different for me.
I love the intro. I don't know why, but it makes me think of like Stranger Things, like the music or kind of like the red. It makes me think of Stranger Things intro. I don't know why. Alright, so that ought to be good. Ready, guys? I'm so ready for this.
I love Modern Warfare, and I usually play for hours on end.
Okay.
If you don't know what that is, it's a Call of Duty game. My name is Michaela, and a few months ago, I had a really bad experience due to playing Call of Duty. I usually play with my friends, Mimi, Yaya, and Maya, in hardcore team deathmatch or Warzone. I'm not really that good and possibly the worst of my friends. There was one Saturday where it was raining and storming all day, so we literally played for about 15 hours straight.
Wow.
Late that night, everyone was getting tired but me. Then this guy joined one of our games. His name was Pro Master. This man kept whispering in a mic like some weirdo or something. Then all of us received requests through PSN. I'm the only one that actually accepted it. I stayed on the game while everyone went to sleep. Every match I hear this guy whispering, but he kept camping in the game, so his KD was very low. One game I did horrible. Then this guy sent me a message saying that I'll put up impressive numbers, but my overall ratio was .20. I know I suck, but this guy would not stop talking about how good I was. Just be polite. I would say thank you. So a few weeks go by, and this guy would constantly jump in my Call of Duty games, and every Friday, he would send me a message saying, I hope you have a good weekend, like some creeper, because I would never respond. Well, until one day. He jumped in the game as my friends and I were in a free-for-all game. After the first game, he played with us and some randoms. He said, good game, guys, especially you, Michaela. All of my friends stopped talking. Then Maya asked me how this guy knows my name.
Yeah, right.
And I said, I don't know because my username isn't even close to my real name. Then she attempted to ask him, but he wasn't on anymore. 3 days later, and this guy still hasn't logged back on. I even sent him a message asking him how he knew my name. No response. I was a little worried. Not for him, but just wondering how he knew my real name.
Right,
maybe he guessed it. So again,
yeah, I guessed it.
One day I get home, open up my blinds, relax a little, and I started playing Modern Warfare in my living room.
It better be daytime.
I threw on my hoodie to get more comfortable. Everyone was playing except for Malia. We didn't know where she was. So I'm sitting there waiting for the next game to load, and I receive a text that says, Michaela? With a question mark from a number I didn't know. I can tell it was an iPhone because I replied with, yeah, who's this? And it turned blue, and the person immediately read it with no response. I looked up at my TV because I heard a camera sound, and I noticed a flash. I need to mention that the window was about 6 or 7 feet behind me to the right, and that's where it came from. Then I received a text message from the same number.
And it's a picture?
It was a photo of me, taken from outside the window.
Actual photo taken.
I was stuck.
Oh,
I looked at the
shit.
reflection on my TV.
Bro.
I could see a man standing on the outside of my window. I turned around and the man started clawing at the screen, trying to get in the living room. I yelled for my dad and he started running downstairs. Before my father got to the room, the man ran away. My father ran outside, but the guy was gone. One of my neighbors got a good look at him and helped with the sketch. I also showed the text messages to the cops. This guy just simply disappeared. I haven't seen him on the game and haven't received text messages anymore. He's never been found. That situation keeps me on my toes. Just be careful.
Exactly why I don't add anybody you don't know on Facebook, Instagram, anything, even PSN. Don't add people you don't know. Actually, I'm guilty, I've done that. I would admit I'm guilty because I've done that, but like, don't do it. Just don't.
In 2009, when I was 14,
2009, okay.
I was home alone on a Saturday night.
19, home alone.
My parents had just left for a party 2 hours away from our house.
Okay.
I decided to hop on my Xbox and play some Modern Warfare with my friend. We got to a lobby and played for a bit. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I'm really good at shooter games.
Mm-hmm.
When I was playing, I was dominating the enemy team. When the match finished, someone on the other team was just talking to trash, calling me a tryhard and stuff like that.
Well, on the mic, I guess?
I started talking back because I wanted to stand up for myself. And I'm not just going to say that. My voice is really deep. It was also deep when I was 14. A lot of people thought I was a grown man with kids when I spoke on the game chat. This guy thought that too. He started saying that I'm a grown man that lives in my mom's basement. So we kept on going back and forth.
Actually, I'm 19.
The conversation was getting a lot more offensive now. We ended up on the same team, but he still kept talking trash. I tried muting the guy, but I couldn't. For some reason, I don't know why. I could mute others, but not him. When the game finished, I tried backing out, but I couldn't. I noticed that others were able to, including my friends, but not me. I tried playing a different game, but I couldn't.
It's like he's hacking you.
That guy just kept on and on.
It's like hacking you or something.
I kept on telling him that he was annoying and he's acting like a punk. He then said to me, "Oh, you think I'm annoying, huh? Just wait." I was confused and honestly just gave up at this point. Then this idiot opened up a bag of chips and was eating like 4 chips at a time, making the noise louder. I was honestly so pissed and started calling him a fat loser and kept on making bad jokes. I went to his Xbox profile to see if I could mute from there, but when I went to his profile, I saw that he had modded account. That most likely explains why I couldn't leave the game.
He modded
him or play a different game. I told him he was soft for modding. He changed his gamer tag to "I hope you die." He just kept on eating his chips too.
That's ridiculous.
I tried to turn off my Xbox, but I couldn't. I didn't realize that he had more than just a modded account. I kept on complaining to him while he continued his behavior.
Unplug it.
It just got to the point where he was furious.
He's obviously hacking or something.
But the way he left gave me goosebumps. Before he left, he said in a slow, creepy tone, "Okay, I'm gonna leave now. When I find you, I'm gonna hurt you, Max." I was so afraid I couldn't even talk or move. The guy knew my name. He finally left. I should also add that it was just me and him in the lobby. I think he booted everyone and blocked anyone from joining. I didn't really know what to do because I didn't know if he was being serious or not. But how did he know my name?
Exactly, he's serious.
I turned off my Xbox because it was late and eventually drifted off into sleep. I woke up to the knock at the door. I looked at the clock. It was around 2 in the morning. I didn't want to answer that door though. The person behind that door started to pound on it. It then sounded like the person was slamming their body on the door. I then heard the voice of a person I was fighting with before. He said something like, "Max, I know you can hear me. Open the door. I just want to talk." I was terrified. I called the police and the neighbors said they would be over very quickly. As I was on the phone with my neighbor, the door busted open and there stood a tall, fat man. You can tell he had terrible hygiene. He smelled and looked disgusting. He had...
What? one sec. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to I got called and stuff, and I don't know how my mom knew I got called into work, but okay. Anyway, so I'm at 8:48 of this video. I got 9:17 left, so I just gotta make sure I hate when people intro my videos, because then it just makes it so much more annoying to edit, because I have to like make sure it's all even. So annoying. Okay, but I think I'm at 8:48. So basically, we're at the part where the guy entered. He was a fat guy or something. He smelled, and he was just disgusting, bad hygiene and all that stuff. So I guess let's see what happens next.
He had long, messy hair, a heavy 5 o'clock shadow,
Okay.
and a bunch of acne. His clothes were also filthy. He charged at me with a kitchen knife. I ran as fast as I could to my bedroom and locked the door. He tried opening it, and he was pounding on the door. He even stuck his knife through the door several times, but then I heard a familiar voice. It was my neighbor shouting at him to drop the knife. My neighbor was pointing a gun at him,
Yes.
but the man ran outside and back through the door. My neighbor stayed with me and the cops until my parents got back. I'm so thankful that my neighbor got there in time.
So the neighbor got there, but the guy still got away? Like, what the hell was the point of that? Like, the guy just got away anyway. What the hell was the... That's not anything good then. Like, that's trash. Like, the guy wasn't even caught. That's bullshit. That's why
My
I
name
don't...
is James, and I'm 16 years old.
Don't fight with
One
people
evening, I
online.
was
Just
playing some
don't.
Black Ops 4 on my PS4.
Okay?
I was having the usual night until I came across this one guy whose online ID was Killer Ken 663.
Sus.
I kept killing him over and over. And as he had a headset on, I could hear him shouting and swearing every time I shot him, which I found pretty funny. He stayed in my lobby for about 4 games or so.
It's
Each
fine till you
time
get
getting
shot.
more angry.
For real.
I was finding it funnier each time. After about the 4th game of destroying him, he spoke in the lobby before the next match, saying that stupid kid keeps killing me. I sat there laughing, but all that changed when the next words he spoke were, "I bet you find this real funny, don't you, James?"
What?
I immediately stopped laughing and my heart sank. My eyes opened
I
wide.
bet you something, James.
I was so shocked to how he knew my name. It's not possible because my online ID is COD Guide 122. There's no way he can know my real name. I immediately left the lobby. I sat there at my desk for a few moments, pretty freaked out. Took a deep breath and calmed down a bit. I thought maybe he meant someone else, and I was getting it confused with another guy named James in the lobby.
Yeah, okay.
Or something. It was just a coincidence. About 5 minutes passed and I carried on playing and tried to forget about it. In the game I was playing, I noticed in the kill feed it said Killer Ken 663 connected. I was thinking, there's no way it's this guy again. I was still pretty weirded out, so I left the match I was in and went to join another lobby. After finding another lobby, I was waiting for the game to start, and once again, he popped up. I quickly left and went to look for a new game this time. Before I even searched for a game mode, he joined me. This time, just me. I sat there and just waited. He got on his mic and said, "I'll die in hell, and he's going to be the one to send me there." I thought this was corny, but I take all threats seriously. I instantly backed out and was scared as hell, thinking to myself, what is wrong with this guy?
Right?
I blocked him thinking he must have kept joining by going on recent players. That annoyed me. I was annoyed with myself, honestly, as this was the first thing I should have thought of. I decided to stop playing that night, and I was frightened by this crazy man threatening me. The next day when I turned on my PlayStation, I received a message. It was him, Killer Ken 663. The message read, "See you soon, James." This was 3 weeks ago. I haven't had any other incidents with this guy since
Not yet. Just wait.
I hope it stays that way.
Just wait. Nice hot shadow. So don't kill anybody. Just don't play with people you don't know online, just because you never really know. Don't fuck with people. Like, you don't know how they'll take shit. You know, you just don't know. Okay? Okay.
Back in 2017 when I lived in Florida, my house had some woods that would extend all the way to another neighborhood.
Woods?
One day I was playing Modern Warfare 2 with some friends, and I heard my dad come out of his room telling me and my brother to stay in the room with the doors locked. But me being who I am, I came out of my room. I saw my mom posted outside the master bedroom with her gun and my dad with his opening the front door. He went outside to go check the backyard because he heard something or someone. Then out of nowhere, he comes in running really fast, telling us to get back, and he closes the door behind him. He told us to get in our room, but the way he said it gave me chills. He looked so frightened, and that was the first time I saw my dad like that. It was something different for me. The next day when I asked him if he knew who was there, he told me that he saw a black figure that was at least 7 feet tall just run and jump the fence like it was nothing. It didn't really bother me until a few months later. It was the end of 7th grade and I was about to move. We got home late from school one day, so by the time my brother finished his homework, it was 10 p.m. and he went to go walk the dog. I decided to get on Call of Duty. 5 minutes later, he comes running into the house screaming, almost crying, with the dog behind him, scared to death. He said he saw a dark figure that was abnormally tall, looking at him behind my neighbor's house. My mom immediately got in the car, and we drove around to see if we saw something, but we didn't see anything. I know it sounds crazy, but I've believed in Slender Man my whole life. Yes, I understand. It was made up. But I did believe in it when all this happened. I just said to myself he was real. I get it. People think he's fake, he was made up, he was a creepypasta. I know. And people think I'm crazy. I get it. But that was back in 7th grade. Now I'm going to the 11th, and that stuff still haunts me to this day.
One story left.
Several years ago, I was working night shift in the warehouse one night. I was at work just starting my shift.
What time?
But they sent me home early because they didn't have any work for me to do.
Okay.
A few hours later, I was home playing Call of Duty Black Ops. My stepfather was away in the living room watching some old Western movie, and suddenly, we heard someone pounding on the side door. We went to check it out, and there was a man banging on the door. And he just wouldn't stop, honestly. I couldn't quite get a good look at the man. I went to my room to grab my shotgun, and I went back to the door, and it was open. I see my stepfather outside yelling at the guy. He told him to get away from the house, and it's 1 a.m. The guy wouldn't leave, so I stood by the window with the shotgun in my hands.
No, fear.
My stepfather came back inside and called the police and told them there was a man on our property and he won't leave. The intruder slowly took off shortly after. The man was chubby and wearing a white tank top, a cowboy hat, and blue jeans. He was also drunk from the way he was looking. He was walking sideways. I looked out of my bedroom window and I saw the police car slowly passing the house. Then about 45 minutes later, they came to let us know that they found him. He tried to run from them, but he puked and fell on the ground. The cops cuffed him and put him in the cruiser. The man was charged with intoxication and disturbing the peace.
Good.
My stepfather requested a restraining order so the man wouldn't be back.
Well, he still can.
About a month later, the man was found dead in his home.
Oh, shit.
Apparently, he died of a heart attack. My stepfather said, "Good riddance."
Oh, shit. The music he has is so loud. It's just like so. His voice is so quiet compared to like the music he has. Damn. Okay, that's gonna be it for this video. Yeah. Again, sorry that I got interrupted there. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. I know I'm not gonna have to freaking edit this afterward. But whatevs. So I mean that was actually pretty good. Like I don't. A lot of them basically happened because like you were stupid and like you basically like kept. Kind of in a way kept it going. Like you don't keep it going with people that do that. Like just try to ignore them. Just try to, like my friend plays GTA or whatever the hell she plays like with friends online, and then we call during like I don't have a PS4 so I don't play. I just be on the phone, and like and sometimes they'll say all these people are talking shit like they don't have a mic, they don't respond back, you know, and that's why you do it. You don't respond. You don't engage. Like you don't give them what they want. You don't give them a reaction. Like that's just what you don't do. So like that's all I would say. Just don't don't continue it. Just end it. Leave the thing if you have to. And then if they keep following you, just end the game. Turn off your PS4 or whatever game console you have. Just ignore it. Like just get away from it. Don't engage in it. Don't just don't do it. Just don't. But it's gonna be with this video. Be safe. Like whatever you guys are doing. Not just if you're playing video games. Be safe wherever. Like whatever you're doing. Wherever you are. Just whatever you're doing. Be careful because you never know what's gonna happen. And be sure to subscribe if you are new. Be sure to like this video if you haven't done so yet. And be sure to turn on post notifications as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching and peace out.